If you are an OT and you've seen incontinence pads on a wheelchair, you need to listen because this can literally kill a wheelchair user, and I'll explain exactly how. G'day everyone, this is day 7 of OT tips and tricks for wheelchair prescription, and today we're going to talk about incontinence pads and how they negatively affect the pressure relieving qualities of a cushion. So a cushion works as a system. It's not just the foam or the air or whatever it is that's in there. It's also the cover on there as well. And the cover, as well as the foam and everything like that, it all works to reduce peak pressure points, reduce shear, and have a nice little microclimate in there so it doesn't get too hot and sweaty in there. And this ruins all of that. It doesn't stretch, it gets all hot, it traps moisture, and therefore the cushion doesn't work as well. And if the cushion doesn't work as well, you increase your risk of a pressure injury. Super simple terms, if you put pressure onto some area of your body, it stops the blood flow getting to the area. And if there's no blood flow, the muscle dies. And that could be a problem, like a really big problem, because then you can get an infection, it can lead to hospitalization. And yes, in bad cases, it can lead to death. So now we understand how this leads to death. So what do we do? These are used to for people who are incontinent. So what do we do for people who are incontinent? Well, ideally, you want to have strategies to have like time toileting where they're not having to go to the bathroom while they're in the wheelchair. But if you really can't do something like that, and we have to use something like this or an incontinence pad or an adult diaper or something like that, then we need to manage that. So we need to have regular skin checks. We need to make sure that we're doing other techniques for pressure reducing peak pressure. So that could be increased use of tilt or use of recline, any of those things. But we need to make sure that if we are using one of these, the cushion is not going to work as well. In extreme cases or in high risk clients, so if they've got a history of pressure injuries, if they're immobile, if they don't have sensation, what do we do for those? That's when the conversation may escalate to something else to be like, all right, well, maybe we need to do some sort of catheter system or a stoma bag or something where we really have to avoid using these because it won't allow the cushion to work effectively. So hope that's helpful. This, jeans, slings, anything like that. If you are seeing these things, ideally we want to work out a strategy where we can remove them. If they have to be in there, we need to check more regularly and make sure we're doing other strategies to reduce pressure. If we are at risk and it's too risky to leave these in here, then we need to look further and try something else. Hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you want more of these OT tips and tricks, leave a like and a comment. And that also tells the algorithm to like, hey, algorithm, I like this and I want more of it. So then it will just pop up on your feed without me having to do anything. So that's great as well. Anyways, hope that's helpful. See you for day 8 tomorrow.